I think the focus still needs to be on the fact that you are a student athlete, you are a student first.
Right now on News 8 at 6, a chance for Illinois college athletes to get paid. Why a former college football star says it could overshadow a student's education.
Come forward and help. We're just wanting justice, that's all.
And the new strategy police are using to solve a Halloween murder in downtown Moline.
Live from WQAD, this is News 8 at 6.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jim Mertens. Denise has the night off, and Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker is backing legislation that allows college athletes to make money from endorsements. He spoke in Springfield today during the first day of the so-called veto session of the legislature. The governor says college athletes deserve the same opportunity as everyone else to earn money for the use of their name or likeness. The bill was introduced last month and is modeled after a new law in California.
Any other student who has a job on weekends to make money while they're in school gets to keep what they earn. So why shouldn't student athletes be afforded the same rights?
The proposal would not allow schools in Illinois to share ticket sales with students. It would also prohibit athletes from signing deals that would conflict with their school's team sponsors. A high-profile college athlete could stand to make upwards of $20,000 a year if the bill is passed, but as News 8's Marissa Sulik now reports, a former Hawkeye has concerns about how it could impact an athlete's education. It's new tonight at 6.
6'7" junior from West York, number 51, Nicholas Bear.
It's the name that stands out. It's the name sports fans remember. But former Hawkeye Nicholas Bear knows the name doesn't reap any benefits when it comes to college sports.
There's no other place in business or any other field or industry where you try to limit someone's, ability to make money.
He's in support of possible legislation giving college athletes the chance to make money off endorsements for their name, image, and likeness.
What they don't necessarily understand is some of these players right now, their highest earning years, maybe in their lifetime, are when they're in college. And if they're being, denied that for, amateurism, I think that's something that we might want to look at.
But former Hawkeye Julian Vandervelde has a different view.
I have my concerns primarily in regards to the status of college athletes as far as their amateur status. I think the focus still needs to be on the fact that you are a student athlete, you are a student first.
He sees these possible endorsements as a way for some colleges to be favored over others.
Which school maybe has the best academic advantages to which schools have the best monetary advantages. Which schools boosters, own businesses that are willing to pay their players.
But money is what some college athletes have their eye on.
It'd be roughly $25,000 a year for the high-profile Iowa athlete.
Hoping one day a college athlete's name may be worth something. In Moline, Marissa Sulik, WQAD News 8.
And if any legislation is passed, all endorsements would have to be disclosed to the college. Scholarships would not be considered as compensation. An Illinois state representative is accused of bribing another lawmaker for bill support. Luis Arroyo accused of offering $2,500 a month in exchange for the senator's support of sweepstakes-related legislation. That's according to a federal complaint. Arroyo made the offer back in August, we're told. He was elected as the General Assembly's Assistant Majority Leader back in 2017. Illinois House Speaker Mike Madigan is calling on the state representative to step down from office. We could see the chance for some snow overnight. That means Sticky the Snow Stick, my colleague here at News 8, is making his return. He helps us measure snow outside our station, a job none of us want to do, except for maybe Storm Track 8 Chief Meteorologist James Zahara, who's also in the Weather Center.
And I will go ahead and pass on that.
Oh, okay.
Didn't know you had that relation.
I do want to throw snow at you, and I'd like it if you were outside.
It's going to be a long season, Jen.
Yeah,
we have plenty of time to do that. Good evening, everyone. Lots of clouds. Chilly temperatures highlighted our day today. You can see some of that moisture out to the west, speckles of it, but it's really that area of activity just north of Kansas City, all tracking north of the main low that we expect to see as we go through the evening in overnight hours. There's some blue representing snow, green representing rain. We'll start off the moisture in the form of some light rain, and then we'll be seeing the changeover later on tonight. But keep in mind that changeover to snow, it's going to be a very brief event. So as far as snowfall amounts are concerned, we're looking at them being very light and mainly just west of the river and north overnight as well, with maybe an inch expected, maybe an inch and a half, especially on grassy surfaces. So given the temperatures expected on the surface, they will be warm enough that the roadways will be wet and not slick. Currently, we're seeing numbers range from 39 degrees over in Galena to about 45 degrees over in LaSalle, Peru. In the Quad Cities, it's 43, clouds about. After this one wave moves on by, another one not too far away. I'll show you where that is and how that is potentially going to track coming up in just a few minutes. Jim?
We have an update for you tonight at 6. One person in jail after a shooting death investigation in Burlington. Police say Moshun Reed of Louisiana now facing murder and felony charges. His arrest comes after Tito Kingsby was found dead inside a home in the 1200 block of Stowe Street. That's a couple blocks north of North Hill School. An autopsy is scheduled to take place Wednesday. Reed is in jail. No bond is posted pending a court appearance. The family of a Moline man who was murdered last year hopes a $20,000 reward will be enough to help close the case. 22-year-old Corey Harold Jr. was shot and killed while he was driving in downtown Moline last Halloween. Police say they know the suspects were wearing masks and they know the car they were in, but there's not enough to make an arrest yet. With the help of private donations, Crime Stoppers of the Quad Cities says it's now offering a $20,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. It is the largest reward ever offered in the Quad Cities.
We're praying that maybe this reward will help somebody, and in helping somebody that can help my family get the closure that they need.
On Thursday morning, Corey's family and friends will be holding a community walk in his name starting at 9:30 outside Moline City Hall. They're asking anyone to join them. And because of Corey Jr.'s unsolved case, Moline police have decided to add a new crime unit to the department. News 8's Elizabeth Wattis now joins us to explain what types of cases this group will tackle. Elizabeth?
Jim, the new unit is a gun crime unit, specific officers dedicated to solving weapon-related cases. Moline Police Chief Darren Galt making that announcement today. This announcement in conjunction with the $20,000 reward for tips leading to an arrest in Corey Harold Jr.'s murder. Chief Galt says the department has already started meeting with local agencies to collaborate and to help implement the latest technologies to close cases.
I've met with the Rock Island County State's Attorney's Office and the United States Attorney's Office to pursue new methods, dedicate new resources, and have a new focus on gun crime.
Now, Chief Galt says he will release more details on that new unit, but today he just really wanted to focus on that $20,000 reward for tips leading to Corey Harold Jr.'s arrest.
Because they just need that one tip, perhaps.
Right, it could only take one.
We've been talking about Moline, but there's other cities that are also doing other things to try to curb gun violence. Davenport, of course, joining up with the feds, the DOJ.
Right, a lot of focus in the Quad Cities is on gun violence, and we talked, Chief Galt mentioned that today, actually. He says he wants to start using that NIBIN system that Davenport's using. It's the one where they can actually look at kind of the shell casing of a gun, like their fingerprints almost, to help them link together gun crimes in the Quad Cities. So that was one thing. We will get more information from him, though, in the future.
It's been proven to be very effective, so we'll see what happens. Elizabeth, thanks so much. By the way, Davenport police did also respond to a report of shots fired today near Kirkwood and Davenport Avenue. It happened just after 2 this afternoon. Police searched the area for evidence, taking witness statements as well. No word yet if anyone was hurt or in custody. Also, 3 teenagers have been arrested following a shots fired call yesterday near Jefferson Park in Davenport. Police were called to the area just after 4 in the afternoon yesterday. Police say the teens were arrested following a chase after a traffic stop. Police found a BB gun inside the car. The car was also reportedly stolen. Davenport police also responded to a shots fired call in the area of West Lombard and Maine. That happened just after 2:30 yesterday afternoon. A $3 million budget deficit has made the Eastern Iowa Mental Health and Disability Region cut more than $1 million in services in our area. That comes even as the state legislature mandates more services from the region. Programs like a crisis stabilization residential home in Davenport depend on the regional funding. The administrators say one of the problems is that the state caps the mental health levy at just under $31 per person in this region. And without a solution, more cuts could be coming.
Weather around the Quad Cities, a bit gray, dry for now, but we are still tracking some accumulated snowfall, very light and for a very small part of our viewing area. I'm going to show you where it is, how much we expect to see, and keep an eye on that next track too later on this week as well. All that and more right here on News 8 at 6.